What is going on, guys? Hope all is well. Haven't done one of these in quite some time. Just thought I'd give you a couple of Monday Night Raw thoughts from this past Monday night, which was September the 21st, 2020. Almost approaching October. Can you believe that? Just really just good riddance to the year 2020. So a couple of things here from Monday Night Raw. You know, we finally have listen, Retribution, you finally had them. They've over the course of time they've morphed. They've been making, looks like, changes on the fly, where now they look a little bit more presentable as being taken as a threat, right? So they got that in order. They've improved their ring attire, their appearance. This past week, last night, rather, because it's Tuesday night, their names were unveiled. The names of Slapjack, the names of Mace, generic, and the name of T-Bar. Heck, not even called Crowbar, called T-Bar. Slapjack, T-Bar. T-Bar was Dijakovic. I think Shane Thorne there, Sean Thorne or Shane Thorne? Mace. You know, between the names of Mace, Slapjack, and T-Bar. Mace is the name that's always going to be forgotten about. You know that, because that's generic name there. So, you know, and the women haven't been named yet. We know it's Mia Yim and Mercedes. I mean, listen, you know that Dio Madden, what he was known as NXT, you know what he could do, right? You know what he could do, that he could work a little bit. Dijakovic, you know that Dijakovic was damn good in NXT as well. Mia Yim, she has earned everyone's respect, I'm sure, you know, through, you know, going through that table, I believe it was, and her matches. Mercedes there, you heck, dude, you don't want to be caught in an alley with Mercedes Martinez if she has some type of beef with you. And a lot of people are up in arms about the name. Can you picture Slapjack or T-Bar on a t-shirt or Madison Square Garden marquee selling out? Can you picture that happening with those names? No. Those names suck. Those names suck. They're pitiful. But I mean, what? I mean, are they? Listen, there have been athletes. There have been acts that have had terrible names. Listen, the Viking Raiders here, okay? They're the team that everyone loved in NXT. They've been brought up now, right? And their names that they were giving was horrible. So, after a while, very quickly, their names were changed. So their name have the Viking Raiders would they be doing any better if they had a name like the War Machine? Would they be doing any better right now? Would they be doing any better? Listen, and I know not everyone watches NXT. It's a small percentage of people that watch NXT, and those names Slapjack and T-Bar are horrible names. But if you're watching a match, are you watching to see how they perform and then you base your opinion on them? Or is it right off the bat, the name sucks, dead and buried, without even seeing them wrestle? Listen, I could think of, I would imagine. Now listen, if you're horrible in the ring and nothing, translate, then your name is just going to even further bury you. I think, okay, I think, listen, I'm not making excuses. The names are horrible. But I think fans are going to forget about their name rather quickly if they like what they see in the ring. Listen, I know the name sucks, but I think, what's in the ring, that ring product, what you have in the ring is what is most important. And you can overcome a shitty name, a horrible name. At least that's what I think. I think someone's going to realize and be like, hey, Vince, listen, we can't exactly market Slapjack. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I'm being too overly positive, but that's just my 2 cents there. Are we going? Everyone knows that Dominic is the son of Eddie Guerrero, right? How? And a storyline stupidity. Maybe it wasn't meant to go any further. It was just meant to go. How were we doing DNA tests? What did Seth Rollins, do some tugging somewhere, or did someone do some tugging? How are we doing DNA tests here? Come on now. And listen, all of a sudden, again, storyline stupidity, things that, storyline stupidity, just last week, and here we go, in Clash of Champions, we're going to have this match yet again, because we've seen Street Profits and the team of Hector Garza and Andrade a gazillion times fight. Just last week they broke up. As they broke up, Zelina Vega went on her way. This team of Andrade and Hector Garza broke up, and now they're back together again. We don't even have an explanation why they made up. They're back together again. And on top of that, they're facing the Street Profits for a gazillion time. Oh, and just to go back to Retribution, I know it was via this. I know it was via disqualification, but they still suffered their loss. They still suffered a loss. And why during the match? And why during the match if they're already signed, right? And they're just want to cause havoc. Why weren't they fighting by the rules for majority of the match? If they already got their contract and they just want to hurt people, why in a random six-man tag are they obeying the rules? Why not? Why aren't they not following the rules? Right? It doesn't make sense to me. Why is it? Why is that? Sorry, you guys fell. And why is a heel faction that you've been building up? Why is a heel faction going up against a heel faction? Doesn't make any sense to me. The Hurt Business are getting hurt by being outnumbered by this group, Retribution. It just does not make any sense to me. But I guess, we'll, just wait and see what pans out. Again, it's just common, just a couple of thoughts. And boy, and Raw Underground, Braun Strowman against Dabba, right? They've been building up Dabba for a couple of weeks as this big monster, and he looks like a legit, tall dude, legit, guy that could rough you up. He goes against Braun Strowman. Why? Braun Strowman is already established. I thought Raw Underground was for people that are just trying to get some type of, I don't know, at least that's what I thought you would use it for, to get some exposure, get some, get some momentum going. So you build this guy Dabba up and enter in Braun Strowman just destroys the dude in like a complete like a job, like he's like nobody, and you built this guy up for like so many weeks, and he's knocked out by a guy that's been a world's champion already. So why? What does this do for Braun? Beating up a nobody in Raw Underground, which is not, technically does not even have, he only has about 10 minutes on Raw a week. It's not even a full show. It's a segment. So what does this do for Braun Strowman? You spent 2 weeks promoting this guy Dabba, and he gets knocked out like he's a scrub. It just does not make any sense to me. A lot of scratching of the head. And, Mickie James is definitely eating piles of crap. Oh, jeez. Piles of crap. Next to Lana. Just a couple of thoughts from Raw. So it was mostly Retribution, Seth Rollins, Rey Mysterio angle. No explanation as to why we have Garza and Andrade back, but they're back. So there you go, and Raw Underground and Daba Daba. Now, are we going to say that Daba Daba was messed up by Kevin Owens? Is that what we're going to do here? And Daba Daba just was made to look like a goon. And seconds flat. Didn't even put up a fight against Strowman. Anyway, guys, that's it. I am out. Check out Clean Pin, which is a vidcast podcast that I do. Usually Wednesday or Friday, somewhere in between. Trying to establish a concrete date that I can do it every week, but it's stuff gets in the way, and it's hard. But that's a vidcast. I also have it on audio form as well, wherever you get your podcasts. It's called Clean Pin. So I hope all is well, guys, and I look forward to speaking to you very, very soon.